Welcome back, everyone, to our gameplay series of Pure Farming 2018. So first of all, we're going to start out with some positive thoughts and really hope that things go better today than they did yesterday. I will let you know that I went ahead and got ahead of the game a little bit today for our video because I wanted to make sure it wasn't going to be a complete disaster the way yesterday's video, at least at the start. Obviously, I can't do everything beforehand and find out if it's going to work. That would take way too much time, and it would take the fun out of most of it, because that's part of the fun, is finding out together whether or not it's going to work and how well it's going to work. So we're back in the Japanese map. So as we look around, you can easily see that this is the Japanese map. Where we left off the last time we were on this map is we bought a couple of cherry orchards, and now a few days have passed and it is time to pick up our first harvest from those orchards, which is why we have our wonderful trailer and a vastly underpowered tractor, but hopefully this one will get the job done. So also another thing I have done is I have gone ahead and purchased field number 3, which you can see, and I went ahead and purchased my favorite tractor, the McCormick, and a plow to go ahead and work this field. I wanted to go ahead and get that started in the interest of time, because while we work these orchards, I want the plow to be working. Also, it'll give us a chance to just make sure that the plow is going to do what it's supposed to do. And by the time we get done with our orchards, emptying both of those, then we'll go about spraying those once again, and we'll just sort of see how things go from there. Because as you know, we've got some more equipment to go ahead and purchase, because we need to get our rice equipment up and going. There is a harvester specifically for rice, and then there is also, oh, wait, here we go. I had an actual bug there a little bit early on. The tractor started flopping back and forth as I went across the bridge. It was weird. Thankfully, it didn't happen this time, so we're off and running. So yeah, we got to pick up some rice-specific equipment along the way, both for planting as well as harvesting. Now, one thing I have no idea about is whenever we're harvesting, can we unload into a tractor that's pulling a trailer? I mean, are we going to be able to do that, or do we have to go straight from the harvester over to the market? I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. And again, that's part of the fun, is finding out. Also, I learned something very interesting about our zombie workers and people who are walking around the map. Yeah, if you hit one of those with your tractor, then number one, it's like hitting a brick wall. You stop immediately, but the fun thing about it is then they disappear. So if you have some zombie workers in your area that you're not quite happy with, just go ahead and hit them with your tractor and they will disappear. So there's your fun tip for today. If you learn nothing else today, then maybe you can learn that. All right, so we've got our first full trailer load, and let's see if I can remember where the cherry market is on this map. And are we going to be able to make this turn? Oh yeah, we're going to make it. Just barely, but we're going to make it. And so far so good on the AI working the plow. I mean, that so far so good. It's about all I can say at this point after the recent behavior. And then of course we've got to actually plant the rice with our new equipment that we're going to be picking up. So hopefully that works out as well. But so far it looks like he's doing really good. All right, I'm happy with that. And he'll definitely be done before we are. So again, that's also good. All right, yep, we are definitely underpowered in this tractor, but for now, I'm trying to save money. I needed to buy that McCormick tractor, or one similar to it, simply because I needed enough power to be able to work that particular plow. I like using the medium plow. It just seems to have the best combination of maneuverability and coverage area. The working width is good on that. So, but if you try to use, like, you can try to use this particular tractor we're in right now for it, it will not go well. For the AI anyway. We can use it if we want to, and it'll go okay. But if you try to use that with with the AI, it will not go well at all. So that's why I went ahead and bought the McCormick tractor, even though it's obviously more expensive. All right, we're coming up on the market here to the right. As soon as we get close enough, the doors should pop open and allow us in. So this is going to be our first indication of how much money we're going to be getting from the cherries. So remember, this is the smaller of the two orchards that we have right now on this map. The one actually right outside over there to our left is a bigger orchard. All right, so one trailer full of cherries goes for $21,000. Okay, $21,800. That is a nice chunk of change, quite frankly. Wow. I mean, that's like really wow. All right, while we're here, we might as well just go ahead and grab some from this particular box. And then when we're done over here with this orchard, wow, $21,800. That is a nice bid. So that compares with the Montana map about what, about $15,000 for a full load of pears, I believe, by $15,300 or so. I should remember this because I had to do just that very thing here not too long ago to take care of our Montana orchards. But I think that's about right. So a significant amount more, no question. All right, I'm going to try to keep track of exactly how many trailer loads we get from each orchard. So that's one full load out of each. And then we'll see how many additional loads we get from each of these. So yeah, 21,800, we will take it. Now granted, that's going to change over time as the market goes up or down. But yeah, that's a very good baseline for us to start with. And is definitely going to keep the money flowing for us. Okay, there we go. Let's see what we get this time. It still looks to be fairly full. So we might be in real good shape here. Wow, we're going to get... Are we going to get 2 full trailer loads out of this? Oh, you can see our worker is done plowing. Yes, we are. We're going to get better than 2 full trailer loads. All right, plowing work is done. That is awesome. And judging on, he was about, what, halfway done when we drove by him the last time. And looks like he had gotten everything, except for, of course, those little bits at the ends of the field. But other than that, it looked like he had gotten everything, so I'm very happy with that. We've had, for the most part, good success with the AI when they're plowing, with a couple of notable exceptions. But for the most part, they've been pretty good. It's some of the other AI behavior and some of their tasks that have not exactly gone according to plan. All right, so already we know we've gotten over $43,000 from just this one field, or from this one orchard, I should say. And that is great. And let's see how much we get on this, what I would assume is going to be our last trailer load. That is really good, especially considering how much we paid for these fields. I mean, it wasn't that much. Wow. I mean, we're going to be making our money back like very quickly. All right, so let's call it 2.5 trailer loads. That means that we might actually get 2 full trailer loads out of the small orchard. Man, this is some money making right here. This is nice money making. Wow. That's almost hard to believe how much more these cherries are worth than the other fruit that we have dealt with. So there you go. Another basically $11,000. So what, $54,000? We'll call it from one orchard. That is awesome. So that tells me that I'm definitely going to be interested in picking up the third and final orchard on this map. That's amazing money-making potential. All right, now we'll head back over to our other orchard and see if we can get another full trailer load. I'm certainly hoping that the answer is yes. So let's real quick. I'm dying to know now. All right, there we go. Let's see what we got. So $54,300. So we got our money back on one, not two, not three, one harvest. That is awesome. And yeah, it is easily noticeable that these streets and this map in general, this area was not made for the equipment that we are driving down the roads with. It is made for much smaller equipment. And I mean much smaller. And as a matter of fact, the only reason I really needed to buy a second tractor was for the times when we're going to need to plow and empty the orchards at the same time. So most likely what I'm going to do in the future is I'm going to use that yellow tractor, the McCormick, as much as possible when pulling this trailer. Now if we take a quick look at it without seeing the percentages, I would have to say he did a good job. That, I'm going to guess, is going to be somewhere in the 98-99% range. And certainly not going to make me angry, that's for sure. All right, here we go. That doesn't look like all that much. That doesn't look like that's going to be a trailer full. Oh, no, it's definitely not going to be a trailer full. Ouch. Ooh, make that turn. There we go. Yeah, that definitely was not very much at all for our second trailer load. Now the good news is it helps our tractor out a little bit. You can actually pull it without sounding like he's dying. But yeah, I like it. That is a very nice looking field and is going to enable us to do some rice planting here very shortly. So I did come over and play around with the rice planter a little bit because I told you in a previous video that based on the look of that machine, I was really looking forward to driving it. And yeah, so I drove it around and oh boy, that could be a lot of fun to drive around, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot of that because we're going to be hiring the AI to take care of those tasks. Oh, there's an opportunity. Boom. So we ran them over and there they go. They disappear. So proof of concept. I'm telling you, if you don't like the zombie people on the map, then just simply run them over. They'll go away. Now, it does not work on foot. I tried it out on foot as well. You can run into them all you want to. They don't disappear. So unfortunately, I do not have good news for you there. All right, so we're going to pull in with what is a very small but our final load of cherries, and that does nothing to dampen my enthusiasm for the cherry orchards. This may very well be my new favorite activity in the game. Can we get some more orchards on this map? Because if you're looking for a way to make some quick money, then yeah, that would be it. Work the greenhouses and then work those cherry orchards, and I think you'd be in good shape. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and actually hop out, and we're going to run our way down to the market. So that's a pretty good sized building right there. I mean, they must have a lot of cherries in there. So we've got these greenhouses. They look smaller on one hand, but on the other hand, I'm thinking, no, they look about right compared to the Montana map. So I'm not sure. All right, so the crops, I was hoping, I would be able to see the crops by doing that. I really don't want to buy one. Although, who knows, maybe I'll decide to spend a lot more time on this map and end up doing just that. Because we've already seen greenhouses give you the potential for quite a bit of income. So yeah, this may become my new favorite map going forward. All right, so we have no more equipment over here. But now it is time. We got $202,000. Yeah, I think we're going to be able to purchase a little bit of equipment now. Let's go under the, let's go to cultivation first. And here it is, our Redlands champion. And under, it says exotic planter, but it tells you a self-propelled expert rice planter. Just load it with seedlings and go out to the field. Yeah, this thing is as fun to ride on as it looks like it would be. All right, where did it go? Did I not buy it? Did I not buy it? No, I did not. The money is not gone. I don't know what I was thinking. But obviously I've not done what I thought I was doing. Let's try. Buy. Accept. So 12,500. Where's it at? There it is. There it is. All right, we'll be back to that in just a moment. But while we're in here, let's go ahead and purchase the combine. We need to go with it. Okay, so 79,000 here for the Redlands champion. And then, of course, we need the header for it. Okay, and there you go. So that is a much smaller combine that more matches the Japanese map and what we're going to be using it for than the combines we're used to on the American map. While I'm here, I do want to go ahead and naturally this woman is going to. Now, another thing, we have tracks on this one. So it can make some very nice sharp turns, but you just have to remind yourself to let off the gas pedal. Because it still doesn't turn all that well. All right, there we go. So if I let off the gas, I mean, you can see we have excellent mobility. All right, but for now, it's time to get on and have a little bit of fun. All right, so we are getting on our motorcycle. I just love the innovation with this thing. I mean, you can easily tell what somebody did with this. They started out with like a moped or something along those lines, and then adapted it, and over time, this is what you've got. A rice planter. This is amazing to me. I absolutely love it. Just the innovation itself is enough to get me excited about it. All right, so $160 will fill us up with rice. You can see there on the back. All right, let's get ourselves turned around here. Quite a large turning radius, but that will not dampen my enthusiasm. Not at all. We can only go, oh, we're downhill. We've got up to about 11. It looks like about 9 miles an hour is about all we're going to get. I mean, man, how much rice do we have on this thing? All right, so there you can see our tractor. He is indeed done, and I am very excited to get the AI started on here. This is, we're hoping for the best. All right, let's get him lined up as best I can. All right, there we go. So you can see, only thing we have on this particular field is plowed and sowed. That's it. 99% plowing, that is amazing. I will take that every day of the week. Let's hire our worker. Okay, what happened just there? There we go. All right, come on, guy. You ready? And he's gone. Look at that. Look at that. That is awesome. I'm loving. Yeah, this is easily my new favorite map. This is it. It's also a little bit odd that he's actually working this very first row because it's actually a little bit off the side, I believe, of the field. Because I mean, there's a little bit of headroom here on the sides of the field, and yeah, I'm a little shocked that because that seems to be outside the realm of the field. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get over this rice planter anytime soon. This just, I'm loving it. Oh, did he get stuck? Wait. He's scaring me. I want the AI to work so badly. There we go. All right, we're back. We're back going, and looks like he's doing pretty good. Of course, we don't have a whole lot of experience with this, so I'm not sure what the working width would normally be, but just judging from the physical limitations of this thing. Look at this thing work. That's awesome. Yeah, he looks like he's doing pretty good there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is pretty awesome. And you can see he's not going slow on the field, like at all. He is definitely not going slow. All right, so we got $104,000 left. Again, I have no idea how profitable the rice is going to be, just like I didn't with the cherries. So I'm not even going to worry about it. The cherries turned out absolutely amazing. Let's actually hop out for just a moment and look on the map. So we've got field number 3 right now. And there are some more fields. Of course, we've got a field number 1. I think this is, yes, that's the rice market. And, okay, we know what that is. Where else can we sell rice? Let's just go ahead and go under N for search. Okay, so we got rice market, which we saw that's located very close to these other 3 fields. We got the cherry market and then a food market. Okay, so food market is right there. So we're not all that far. We're just right over here across the bridge and to the left. Okay, what about the... Let's go ahead and get out of there. What about some of these other fields? All right, 10,000 for that, 20,000, 19,000. Okay, I think we can do a lot of work on this. And, oops, wrong button. And the reason I'm saying that is, as you can probably guess, I am a little bit jaded after our last video and after the debacle of trying to work the fields on the Montana map. So with this field, if I come down to it, you can see all we have to do is plow it and sow it. And at this point, I'm thinking this could be a great thing. With the AI limitations being what they are, I feel like this could be great. And of course, all of that is based on the assumption that this poor guy is going to be able to take care of what we need. Really? We missed all that? I mean, and he works fairly fast. I'm not going to say he's breaking any land speed records or anything, but with that tool, he seems to be getting the job done. So assuming that it does what it's supposed to do, this is our best chance for field work that's done properly, simply because it removes a bunch of the options. Now, I would also assume, along with this, a lot of assumptions, I know. That's kind of where we are with this game. But at this point, I would also have to assume that it's going to take the standard, what, 3 days, 4 days for the field. So if that's the case, then yeah, this is easily my new favorite map because of the cherry orchards and because of this wonderful piece of equipment right here that this guy has decided to, I'm not even sure why he's taking that route, but all right, you can see he suffers from the same issue that we saw on the Montana map with the sower. And that is he's using about, at most, half of his working width each time he makes a trip down the row. He can plant, I believe, 4 rows at a time, and he's doing about 2 every time he comes down. Let's watch him here for just a second and see if he does the same thing on the way down. So he should, I'm guessing, do the row that is in line with our head right now. And if that is indeed what he does, then we'll know, because that's what he did on his way down away from us. Let's see what he does on the way toward us. Oh, he looks like he's in much better shape this time. Looks like he's probably going to plant 3. Yeah, I think he's going to get 3 wide this time. Just, again, based on the physical size and width of the planter. No, yeah, oh, he did a much better job this time. Yeah, he got 3. A width of 3. Okay, so he's not doing bad. And again, I can live with that. It takes them a little bit longer than it should to get the job done. However, they do eventually get the job done. And I'm going to continue to use, and I have no idea why this guy is taking these weird angles for this. I mean, this should be like the easiest thing in the world to turn around and get going straight onto the field with. Look at that. That is a huge wide turn. All right, so this time going away from us, yep, he's back just doing 2 wide. He started out 3 wide, but then quickly got back down to 2. All right, so at this point, I think we are in good shape. So this video, thankfully, is going to be a little bit shorter than normal to try to make up a little bit for what happened last time, running a little bit longer. And that was the plan. So off camera, I will take care of the spraying for these orchards. And then what we're going to do is we're going to actually get one harvest from this particular field. We'll see how it goes. As long as the harvester works properly with the AI and we can figure out how to use it and how to actually sell the rice, then I'm thinking that we're going to want to expand into these other fields over time, and of course expand and purchase this other orchard. In fact, I think I'm actually going to do that here in just a moment. I'm going to run over there and spend $54,300 to purchase that orchard. That is, I think, a beautiful thing. So that's going to do it for today's episode. Again, I just love this thing. I want one of these. I'm not going to plant any rice with it, but I want one. Figure out something else I can do with it, I'm sure. But that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you very much for joining me, and stay tuned as we continue the craziness of Pure Farming 2018.